If you're having a bad day like I am having right now, I hope by the end of this video, you'll be feeling a lot better, because I'm going to be describing the 3 different journal prompts that I do every single day that I know if you start to do and you reflect back on, it will make you feel so much better after reading them. Because today is World Mental Health Awareness Day, and whilst today is not going to be the day I'm going to be releasing this video, I know that for a fact that mental health doesn't just occur on one day of the year. So these videos are really important so that you can reflect back on them when you're not having a great day like I am today. So hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an OG, thank you so much for supporting me to make these videos for you every single week. Really quickly, I'm going to ask you to press the subscribe button because I know that this message will help so many people, and I would urge you to share it with as many people as you can if you feel like it helps you. So there's 3 simple basic questions that I put into my performance planner. My performance planner is a journal and planner 2-in-1 product that I created 2.5 years ago, and I put these questions into version 2 of the planner because in version 1 of the planner we only had 2 of them. You do not have to buy the planner to write this down, but having a planner where the question is there every single day, where it's structured, where it's a prompt, where it's something you have to fill out every day, will allow you to make sure you're completing this every single evening. At the end of every day, when I'm having a bad day, I reflect back and I'm like, I am proud of something. Today, so much has gone wrong. I can't explain to you. I've had a really terrible day, but I'm really proud of the fact that I made this video because I really didn't want to, if I'm honest. I had booked the studio and I thought I'm just gonna forget it. I was late to the studio. I had a massive issue at home. There's just so much going on, and sometimes I'm like, I can't cope. I have to fill out these questions every single day to manage my mental health, alongside the gratitude, alongside the affirmations, alongside my deep breathing, alongside listening to a positive talk, alongside doing so many things, because recently everything has been piling up and it's really getting to me. So if you can ask yourself this question, I promise you it will help you. And when you're having a bad day, look back in your planner or look back at your journal or look back at a notebook where you've written this question down and think about all the things you're proud of. I promise you there will be something every day that you can say you're proud of, whether that's being great to your kids, whether that's putting a smile on your face, whether that's getting somebody water, whether the fact that you did a task when you didn't want to do. Be proud of so many things. Life is short, I promise you that. And being proud of the small wins can really boost your mental health. Now, the next question is, what did I do well? When you're having a bad day, I guarantee you'll be focusing on all the negative things. I didn't do this well. I didn't do that well. I forgot to do this. I should have done this better. Everything will be negative. So asking yourself at the end of every day, what did I do well? Again, is that real booster to focusing on your strengths and focusing on the things that you're really good at. A lot of us can name a list of 300 things we're not good at, but how many of us can actually name a list of things that we're really good at? So at the end of every day, if you focus on what you did well, if you focus on what you're good at, number 1, you'll be able to identify your strengths, and number 2, recognizing them will help you to build on them too. I know for me, writing this down is so challenging, and that's why having it in the performance planner as a question there every single day, I have to fill it out, because if I'm honest, I love my planner and I want to make sure I'm filling out all of the questions. I don't want to leave big empty spaces. And so making sure I fill out that at the end of every day is helping me every day to focus on my strengths. It's helping me to understand that I have good strengths. It's helping me on those bad days to realize you are good at something. A lot of us forget that we all have a unique strength. There is something that I can do that perhaps some of you watching can't do as easily. There's something that you guys can do that I will find so hard, but a lot of us have natural strengths. And so to really focus in on them, write down every single day what you were good at and write down every single day what you did well. Okay, the third point, and this is something that we forget to mention. What did you enjoy? Writing down at the end of every day what you enjoyed can be a really great way of boosting happiness into your life. If you enjoyed going for a run in the park, if you enjoyed watching TV for 15 hours, if you enjoyed perhaps painting, if you enjoyed perhaps redecorating, whatever it is, whatever you enjoyed, write it down. Because on those days we are not having a great day, on those days we are feeling really low, you'll be able to recognize really quickly what makes you happy. And this is different for every single person. I remember I did a podcast with Dr. Hazel Wallace, you should watch it, it's a good one. And she talked about the fact that her boyfriend, or her now fiance, loves climbing, and that brings him joy. For her, going for a bath and reading a book brings her joy. And it's an act of self-care, but it's also really important to focus on the things that you love because they bring you happiness. And when you're having a bad day, it's really difficult to think of those things that make you feel happy. But if you're writing them down every single day, you'll know, if I do this, I'll feel happier, because I really love that about my day. So naturally, you'll be incorporating more of those activities or more of those tasks into your life. For me, I know that I do love making these solo videos, but I do also struggle to make them. And so I know that's an uncomfortable part of growth, but I know that once I make this and I know that it's a good video and I'm adding value, I feel amazing. I'm already feeling much better at the end of this conversation, knowing that I've shared these 3 journaling tips with you, because I know that they have really, really helped me. Like I said, this is not a sales pitch for the Performance Planner, but if you do want to buy one, you can use the code PLANNER10, and it will really help you to have these 3 structured questions at the end of every day that you know you need to fill out. Alternatively, please feel free to write these questions down in a journal, in a notepad, whatever it is, even on your wall if you want to write them down. If you've got a whiteboard or you've got one of those sheets that you can write things on, I promise you these 3 questions have really, really helped me, because they're amazing to reflect on at the end of every day. And when you're having a bad day, they're amazing to look at. You'll have a long list of all these things you're proud of. You'll have a long list of all your strengths. You'll have a long list of all the things that bring you joy, so that when you're having a bad day, it's very easy for you to read that list, figure out that you can keep going and find hope. I spoke at Go Mental on the weekend, which was the UK's first wellness festival. And one of the key things that someone said is that we all lose hope. In a place where we're struggling, we don't have hope. And that can be from a friend, that can be from a family member, but it can also be from within. And I think this practice of journaling and writing questions down can really allow you to find that hope within, and really allow you to not rely on an external person. You know, sometimes when you're having a bad day, you don't want to call someone else and burden them with your problems. Some of us don't have access to therapy. Some of us don't have access to tools. And some of us, you know, when I'm having a bad day, sometimes I just do not want to go on my phone and type in how to get out of a bad day. I just don't want to do it. And sometimes I do, but there's sometimes I'm just like, I just want to wallow. And that's when I open my planner and I open it up and I see those things. I'm like, oh, I kind of have to read them because they're going to make me feel better. It's a really great thing to have these 3 questions in a planner or a journal that you're looking at every day, or on your wall, or somewhere where you can see it very easily. This was a very short and quick video, but I really hope that it helped you. We don't always need something massive to make a small change in our lives. If you like this video, I'd be so grateful if you could share it with someone if you think that it could help them, because let's face it, we all have tough days, and sometimes it is just a small thing that can help us get out of a rut. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're watching this, and I will see you very soon in my next video.